Right, well, everything it was cooking. You know, all this hot music in the street, all this hot new music.
Hey, it's your boy Massacci here, America's favorite clothing designer and debate artist. They say the game is sold and not told, but on Wednesday, January 22nd from 8 to 9 p.m., I'm going to be on PartyMode Live. So tune in to GoGo Radio and GoGo TV to have me spill the secrets on how to get ahead in the game. Let's get it.
Hey Massacci, this is Jennifer Jimenez.
I got my Massacci shit on, you know how I'm doing it.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
Yo, this is Massacci art.
Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center, hit it dead center. Bullseye, hit it the most, is no misses. Something like fish in a barrel, it's no different. Blindfold on me, I still got the most vision. Trendsetter told them before, but they don't listen. Better, bring a better bad because I'm bigger, better. Solo, single, selling several shows at every single second. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Kinda came and crushed the competition, hope they get the message. Look, living it fast, spinning my M in the bag. I never go slow, thinking I'll crash. End up a thing in the past, they know I won't though. Big fish catching me, they gon' need a bigger boat. Ironic how the world stops when I spin a globe. Always showing up. Last year's song still holding up.
Yeah, go for to get the Massacci silhouette.
It's going up. I'm a trendsetter. League of my own.
Hey, let me take it to the top. Take it to the top. Let me take it to the top.
Alright, so what's happening? It's me, your man, DJ Dirty Rico from Washington, D.C., representing the DMV. Oh, can I tell you, ain't nothing but a party, baby. All the noise being made on PartyMode Live. Stop playing, fix your face, and get out the way. Yeah.
Note to self. Alone lying. Thinking last night how to find my soul a home where water is not thirsty and bread loaf is not stone. I came up with one thing, and I don't believe I'm wrong, that nobody, but nobody, can make it out here alone. I definitely don't want to be alone, but I know I don't want to live this life with him in it anymore. Healing, 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 whoa, whoa, healing, 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 whoa, whoa. Been through so much now, so much. I can't seem to figure it out. Starting to question. Is it me? Is it you? No, it's me. What did I do? I gave so much of myself. I can't recognize who I am. I'm questioning everything. Who, what, where, why, and how. It's like a never-ending cycle. Questions with no answer. healing. Whoa, whoa. Don't wanna do this thing called love. I'm learning love ain't enough. Embracing just who I am. All my questions got answered, no more wondering. It was a never-ending cycle. Questions with no answers. Who really got my back though? I'm still working on myself now. Room for distraction. Praying for an overflow. Healing. Whoa, whoa. Healing. 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 Whoa, whoa. Healing. Working on my healing. Working on my healing. Whoa, whoa. Healing. 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 Whoa, whoa.
See the flow, shawty. Put your hands on it. Bounce, bounce up and down, make you point on it. See the flow, shawty. Put your hands on it.
Where are we at with numbers now?
About 20K.
You have 20,000 people that show up. What's up, everybody? My name is Rick Rhodes. You are now tuned into Party Mode Live, the party before the party.
And I'm Big D, Obsession Band, Life of CEO. You are now tuned in to Party Mode Live.
This is Dr. Lavelle Long.
Party Mode. What's up, baby?
My name is Demetria Good. Hey, everybody, it's Tasha Page Lockhart, and you're tuned in to Party Mode Live, the party before the party.
My name is Kevin Quarterbaum, and I'm on Party Mode Live, the party before the party.
It's your girl, Keisha Trepanier.
I'm one of the Party Mode Live, the Party Mode Live, the party before the party.
I am Shanika Quarterbaum.
My name is Billie Jean.
Party Mode Live, the party before the party.
This is Mark Pendergrass. You are tuned into Party Mode Live, the party before the party.
This is Keisha Williams, Miss DMV Top Model 2022-2023.
What's up, Shorty Corleone, and you're tuned in to Party Mode Live, the party before the party.
Is it the party before the party or after the party? Wait, I got to start over.
See the flow, shawty.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's another Wednesday. Party Mode Live is in effect. So I'd like to welcome everybody. My name is Rick Rhodes. I am the Party Mode Live this Wednesday. So this week we have James Massacci, amazing designer, artist, one of my friends as well. And so we're going to take away, we're going to kill this show, have an amazing time, and you'll get to know James Massacci, the one and only. Take it away.
like pure and simple. Like I'm not motivated necessarily by art, by money, by a house, by what I drive. I'm motivated because I've been given this cool experience, and I'll try my best. I guess I don't want to be insignificant.
He speaks the truth. You speak the truth, I mean, it's there. You can see it. It's honest. It's pure. It's him. It's who he is. A young man, again, started with nothing, has come all this way. You got to give it to him.
He doesn't let anybody deter him from what his goal wants to be. If his goal wants to be go left, he'll go left. If he wants to go right, he'll go right. He's made up his own mind what he wants to do in life. It may not follow the original, it may not follow all of what we would like in children, but if he's going to make a success out of it, go for it. Likeable? Everybody loves Jimmy, especially the girls.
I definitely think he does a good job relating to people, like getting to find out what clicks for them. And no matter what it is, he might not even be that, but he can relate with that. He can be accepting of that. As far as I'm concerned, Jim is unique on a scale of 1 to 10. He's probably a 10, just because there's so many different things about him that he's into that don't seem to relate with one another. And I think that in of itself makes him unique. And then when you look at his artwork and you see the concepts and the ideas that he comes up with, that just screams unique right there. I mean, it is what it is.
He's probably one of a kind, if you want to know the truth. I can't think of any other of my son's friends that were quite as loose a cannon as Jimmy was. That's my nickname, Jim Crazy. I never knew what he was going to do.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Welcome to Party Mode Live, the party before the party. In the house tonight, we have that bad boy of art, Mr. James Massacci. What's up, my friend?
Rick, how's it going, bro? Thank you for having me on,
it's-
man. Totally blessed and honored.
Blessed. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Listen, we've been trying to put some stuff together for a minute. Our good friends, Keith and Michelle at Voodoo Brewery here in Fort Myers, Florida, they introduced us, I believe, on one of their opening nights or something of that sort. And here we are months later. We've been back and forth talking like, hey, what can we do? How can we, mesh? And, it just wasn't the time, but here it is. Now it's the time. So tell everybody who you are. Introduce yourself, the man himself, Mr. Bad Boy of Art.
Yeah, my name's James Massacci. I go by Jimmy usually with my friends and stuff. After high school, I was born in Northeast Ohio. And then after high school, I moved out to Las Vegas. I was there just about 8 years. And then after that, I went to South Florida and was like, wow. I went from everything like brown and desert and rock to like full lush, green, birds, animals. I was like captivated. So I went back to Vegas and loaded my stuff up and moved to South Florida and got involved in real estate, was flipping some homes and doing that type of thing. And on a Sunday night, a guy I know was driving from Tampa to Miami, and he stopped at my house on the way. I was about halfway in Punta Gorda. And with him was an art dealer who was, I guess, pretty well known. And my friend didn't even know that at the time. But he asked me, hey, who did the pieces on your walls? And I said, oh, I did. And I was just doing it for myself. And about 4 weeks later, I got contacted from a gallery in Miami, and they said, hey, we'd like to represent you, as an artist. And I was like shocked at first. I actually thought my friends were playing a joke on me. Like, you know what I mean? I thought I was getting like, crank called, but it turned out to be real. And I did go to South Beach, and I did have my art on display there, and it was awesome. I sold a massive like Pablo Escobar face. Yeah. So it was pretty good to sell it, really like a good piece at my first exhibit,
Right.
So after that, I didn't quit my day job, but it sort of snowballed, and I met some people along the way, and people really started paying really good money for my artwork, and I'm like, wow, I should probably take this seriously,
Right.
and really, kind of hone my craft a little bit. So that's what I did. And then I sold art for about 6-7 years, and it slowly started to get printed on clothing. Oh, I should make that into a T-shirt, because I didn't really want to be into the clothing business. It's a
Right.
very expensive business, and it's a very competitive
Absolutely.
business.
I
It's like
agree.
being a lawyer. Like if I was a
Yeah.
personal injury, be a lawyer, it'd be the same,
Right.
same competition. But that said, I sort of have a niche, and thankfully, like I said, I met some people along the way. I might be self-motivated, I might be self-educated, but I'm certainly not self-made. I've had
Right.
a lot of help along the way.
Right.
I would never take that away from the people that gave me a hand up or introduced me to the right person.
Right. So you really feel like your art is what really, push you into the clothing. As you were said, like your art has pushed you into the clothing, but tell people how you became like the moniker, the bad boy of art.
Well, like I think it started probably with the Pablo Escobar faces, because I put those on display in Miami,
Right.
and I wasn't really hip to Miami. I mean, I was, but I didn't really consider, I guess, the other side of it. But that
Right.
said, when I put these Escobar faces up, some people came and they were extremely pissed off. Like these Colombian people were really upset, and they had a right to be. Some of their people, they were alive when some of the bombings happened and things
Right.
like that. But the beautiful thing about art is that once you're able to explain it and why you did it, it could be and it was a completely different reason to why I did the pieces. And so even though they were still mad that they were Escobar pieces, they understood my stance.
Right.
And I think that sort of started the spark, because I was like, wow, so Scorsese, Tarantino, they can all do really violent films, and it's really cool and it's really exciting.
Right.
But when you put something on a piece of canvas where there's no other image to come and sort of save you,
Right.
you're forced to deal with that.
Yeah, for sure. And I know you've done some pieces in kind of essence of Andy Warhol, the Banks and all those, right? Like kind of explain some of that to to the folks, and your vision and your thought process behind it.
So when I was younger, my mom's father, my grandfather, he had an antique shop, and he would set up in these antique malls and things. And there would always be these cool but completely antiquated paintings on the walls. And I thought, wow, if I start to maybe alter those a little bit to make them
Right.
relevant, it'd be cool to hang those in my home. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I got started, sort of into that. But I didn't even think it was art. I thought it was more of a billboard. And
Nice.
I think that I met a Vietnam vet one time, and he gave me a book that had all these photos from Vietnam. And the most important thing, I went through the whole book of photos, and I wanted to go back through and I wanted to look at what everyone had written on their helmets,
Right.
because that was their silent protest. Whatever was on their helmet was really what was in their head. So I was like, wow,
Right.
that's a form of expression. Like those were little billboards. So
Right.
it always stayed with me to have a silent billboard somewhere, be it through art or a writing or whatever, because you're forced to deal with it. That's why I call myself the debate artist, because you're either going to debate with me or you're going to debate with yourself.
Right. Nice.
Yeah.
So in that essence of giving people that train of thought, like either you're going to debate with yourself, or you have to pretty much live with it and how you put it out. What's kind of like your advice to people that are getting into the art world, people that are you've had a multitude of people that have literally worn your clothing, bought your art. Like, what's your advice to people that are just starting out, people that are wanting to get to the level that you are with what you're doing?
I think the first word would be dedication. Like any good athlete or anything, or musician, or you have to, whatever it is that you're going to do, you're going to have to be an expert at it, so you don't really expend any energy on it. So you have sort of a reserve power of energy. And if you can perfect something and do it flawlessly and effortlessly,
right,
your reserve power can take you to the next level. But I would have to say dedication, because I think that the single most, other than being strong enough to be judged, because that's the hardest thing as an artist, unless you're going to do hotel art, which is completely cool, and I'm not knocking that, because it's a really good life. But if you're going to pick sides, as I call it, and most good artists do, you have to be willing to accept that. You know, they always tell you to shine, but no one ever speaks about the shadow you're going to cast. So you have to be able to put up with that. So I would say dedication. I think you have to be super dedicated. You have to be willing to be frustrated. You have to be willing to have 1,000 people tell you you're so talented, but not one art sale. You have to be willing to stand at bars when you're just trying to relax and discuss your art all night to a person who may never buy it, which is fine. But you know, it becomes your lifestyles. That's why I'm saying that. I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing. I'm saying if you're not ready to do that, then maybe it might not be maybe it would be more of a hobby.
Right, for sure. I think kind of in essence, because Kyle, I think I'm saying this right, Kyle Dawson, the former CEO of Murder Inc., right? He said specifically in reference to you, he said, Massacci's artwork is truthful, raw, and graphic, just like the culture of hip hop. How have you tied yourself in with music, with hip hop, with, you know, the variety of music? How have you tied yourself in with that, with your artwork, with your clothes and stuff?
Well, that's a cool question, yeah, because they're definitely tied together. So growing up, when I was maybe 12, 13, a kid moved in my neighborhood, and at that time I had all like Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix. Like I was all on that page. I knew all that music. All he had was Bismarcky, Cool Herc, LL Cool J, you know, Eric B and Rakim, Public Enemy. He had all those tapes, and I had all those tapes, and he was like, "Wow, I didn't," you know. So we swapped music, and then ever since then, the hip hop culture has been rooted with my life, because they're telling the same story. I'm rapping on canvas, and they're rapping on a microphone. We're both telling the same story. You know what I mean? We're telling what we see. And people don't like when you say what you see like that. You know what I mean? It's a tough thing sometimes. And I know that some of my art is probably more dark and raw, I guess. But it's only dark and raw because it's truthful.
Right. I guess that kind of segues back to what you're saying in regards to the Escobar piece, right? Where you were saying how people felt about it. Because in many ways, you know, like you said, Scorsese and all these other people, even in the movie industry, right? So it's kind of like you're touching every different part of the artistic expression, right?
For sure. And I like debating, because when you debate, you question, and when you question, you simmer things down, and when you simmer things down, you make educated choices.
Right. Your artistic debate. I love that. So tell the people about some of the things that you have coming forth. Is there any new releases? Is there anything that you have planned that's going to, you know, just go crazy here shortly?
Yeah, I'm introducing a lot of more items to my line. So I've been like full tilt on purse design. I think you know, the handbags are super cool. They're a great way. They're a little billboard. You know. So I think that concept of people carrying around my thoughts or my ideas is like, it's so flattering. And so I'm really trying to go into that direction. I started designing longer pickleball and tennis skirts, because typically
pickleball is getting huge right now.
It's huge. And, you know, typically tennis skirt's pretty short. You know what I mean? And some older ladies approached me at a bar one night, and they go, "Hey, you're that designer guy. How come you don't make long pickleball skirts?" And I said, why would I do that? And she said, "Because we don't like our legs." And so I was like, oh my God.
They gave you all the reason, right?
Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, you guys just gave me gold. And within 3 months, my pickleball skirts started outselling all my products combined.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's bananas but you have to be willing to pick it up.
Right.
I think it was
right.
Edison who said, opportunity is disguised as hard work. So a lot of people will miss it.
Absolutely.
It's kind of that, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. So with some of your artwork, with some of your clothing and stuff like we're broadcasting live out of DC. This is go-go town.
I know that's right.
Tell me, are you gonna give DC the go-go like vibe, the go-go town, like anything specific or any artwork and stuff like that?
Yeah, I would love to be part of that culture down there. It's hard because when you're an independent guy, you're playing the cymbals, you're hitting the bass drum, you're playing the harmonica, you're singing.
Right.
So you can only get so much stuff done, because you work 20-hour days,
Yeah.
So when that happens, I wouldn't say things fall behind or this or that, but it's like I'd love to have somebody who only contacted brick and mortar stores to put my clothing in there. I would love to have someone who maybe rep me to galleries, So right now I have one person, an agent, and he does rep me to galleries. He's not really in the clothing industry, but he does rep me in that way. And so,
I get you.
I would really love to have more of a vibe there because DC is so New York's all in your face, but I think sometimes DC is underrated because it's really seen more as a polished like business society. Right. But really, when you look at the mass of DC, that's like probably a small percent. I don't know what it is, but it's like 10%.
Right.
So when you look at the other 90% of DC, you get so much flavor out of there, and people are really spicy there. I call it like the Northern New Orleans. Like people really dress, they're flashy, and there's a lot of talent that comes out of there. I think like Genuine, Johnny Gill, and then you have people like Bad Brains, Thievery Corporation.
Right.
So the fact that it can transcend all those musical genres, that means that vibe right there is really strong. I would love to be part of it. So if there's anyone out there in DC that's feeling my vibe, man, let's work.
DC, y'all hear him. Tell the people how you feel about go-go music. What's your experience with it? Have you had any experience with it? What's your take on it?
Obviously because I'm a fan of hip hop, I like the percussion. I like that it starts pulling from the inside. You know what I mean? To me, I guess that's the best way I can answer that question. Anything that's going to give me a pulse and that I'm going to vibrate with, then I'm going to, you know what I mean? I like that vibe though. It's a beautiful style. And, obviously it's indigenous and unique to DC.
Absolutely. Look, Mr. James Massacci, Mr. Bad Boy Bar. Listen, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. We're going to, shoot out a couple of videos. Everybody, you stay tuned. We are at PartyMode Live, the party before the party. We have Mr. James Massacci on here. We'll be right back. Take it away.
That's right. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
She just wants to be beautiful. She goes unnoticed. She knows no limit. She craves attention. She praises an image. She prays to be sculpted by the sculptor. Oh, she don't see the light that's shining deeper than the eyes can find it. Maybe we have made her blind, so she tries to cover up her pain and cut her woes away. 'Cause covered ghosts don't cry after their face is made. But there's a
my ladies across the world, you're beautiful. I know you looking at that reflection in the mirror. You're gorgeous. If ain't nobody tell you they love you today, E-Time love you. Danny J love you. CCB love you.
DC, Maryland, Virginia, everybody around the world. This is Sunny in the City from 96.3 WHUR, and you are watching and listening to PartyMode Live.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, yeah. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand, no. I've seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. Well, I was there and I saw what you did. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. You can wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, oh Lord, yeah. all my life. Oh Lord, oh Lord.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You guys are now tuned into Party Mode Live, the party before the party. My name is Rick Rhodes. I am here with our featured guest, Mr. James Massacci. James,
Good.
appreciate you being here, brother. Hey,
Thank you, man.
You have been all over this country. You've dealt with so many different artists on so many different levels. But tell the people about, some of the stuff that your family does with St. Jude's Foundation and stuff like that. Just give people another side. We talk about the glitz and glamour, the celebrity part, but talk about with the people, the giving back.
Yeah. So my grandfather on my mom's side, who had the antique stuff, who I was very close with, when he was young, he was I think one of maybe 6 children, and during that time, around when people were super poor, they took all the siblings to an orphanage because they couldn't afford to have their kids. And my grandpa was crippled on one leg a little bit, like he it was like real short, and so his parents came back and got all his siblings but him, and so he lived in orphanages and he ended up in Philly when he was 18, and they said, hey, you can't stay here anymore, you have to go. And so he actually swept up barber's chair, around a barber shop, and he slept in the barber chair at night in Philly. Like that's how he got his foothold, and he could fight real good, and he was really good at baseball. Like he was inducted to my local baseball Hall of Fame. Right. But anyways, to get to your question about St. Jude's, he was a big believer in that foundation. And so he sort of instilled that in me. And anytime I can give back, whether it's that or anything, I certainly try to,
Beautiful.
Yeah. Try to,
Yeah. So we caught that part. So giving back is for me, one of the most, freeing things that you can do. Right.
100%.
Like for me and we both kind of share this thing because we both, are in fashion and stuff. For
sure.
My thing has always been, I go speak to the kids at Juvenile Detention Center, all these different places. And you give your backstory, you give where you come from. But I feel like when I've always given, especially, something that's personal to us, I got my shirt on tonight, just had to, rematch.
Of course.
But when you're giving something that you took time and you design, and like you said, you put those 20-hour days into, developing something, like you said, you hope people like it, you love it, but you hope people like it, you hope they buy it. I felt it many times giving away, my clothing, my shirts, my hats, stuff like that. That was more enriching than in actuality having somebody, ring the register, to buy. What are your thoughts on that stuff and, giving back and being in the community, like with your own clothing, with your own art and stuff?
Well, I think it speaks to what you just said. It's always nicer to give, than receive, as they say. At least it is for me. And, every opportunity I get, I try to take the brand in some sort of direction where it's going to set itself up for like another move type thing.
Right, for sure.
And so I think realistically, at the end of the day, I'm trying to what I call make like a daily designer. That's what I would call it. And so however I can incorporate that back with any kind of giving. I usually donate like 1 to 2 paintings a year, like big ones. I have those set aside for just such things. I made one about a vet, and I donated the proceeds to the to the VA. So I try to just use it and leverage it for that, because when you have a platform, you know how this is.
Right.
You can direct people to say, hey man, I don't know what you're into, but this is a good organization, and I'm already working with them and trying to do stuff with them. I don't know if you give in a roundabout way. I don't know if you give direct, but I think it's just action speaks louder than words. If you're willing to go put your own money and your own time to go help anyone or anything, it's that's going to be catchy.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? If
Absolutely.
if you roll up to a mansion, you don't have to ask the guy if he has money.
Right.
The sum of his decisions will tell you that.
Right.
So I feel like if you're into giving and philanthropy and things like that, the sum of your decisions will reflect that.
Absolutely.
And so it's not just with the clothes or just with the art or whatever, but it's just direct money too. Sometimes I mean it's short of money. It's sometimes you don't know how else to help.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And maybe talking with PartyMode Live head, excuse me. Maybe we can kind of pair you with some people in here in DC. And like you said, bring yourself, into this culture that's here and kind of give people a spectacle of what you do. I think that may be a huge entry into this DC culture, into this go-go town. And then we bring you in and, do something huge, right?
Yeah, I would love to do that. All right. So now you're talking. All right. So,
yes, now you're talking.
No. All right, hold on. I got to put on my business.
You got to put on okay, there we go.
Okay, so now you're talking. Not Jimmy Massacci, Jimmy Hart. Remember the old wrestling days? But yeah, I'm just teasing. But yeah, I would love to be part of DC. I would love to be enriched with that culture and be able to be around other creative people that are in such different directions that it'd be a completely new experience. Be learning how to weld. Even though I'm an artist, when you're around other artists, it's like you're not an artist at all. You're a student.
Right.
At least that's how I feel. When I go to other artist studios or I'm around them, I feel like I'm on their turf. I'm listening to what they have to say because what they're saying and what they're painting is telling me a story about their life, their culture, where they live, their family.
Right.
What you believe about things.
No, I absolutely agree. So tell the people what you have coming up next, and tell them what you have planned.
Well, I'm trying to get a show there at the Performing Arts Center in downtown Fort Myers right now. So I'm waiting for that to see if that's going to go through. That would be a nice solo exhibit there. It's a great space. It's like just the layout's awesome. I mean, I've exhibited in Chicago 3 times, New York once, San Fran once, Los Angeles once, Miami twice. So that would be like a really good, addition to where, because I haven't never exhibited there.
Right. Okay, dope. You've worked with, like I said, a multitude of, different artists, industry people. Who is your favorite? And what pieces you do on them to kind of be like, okay, this is it.
Wow. That's a tough question because I have so many people in the industry that I admire and that I definitely try to emulate in the most positive ways. I think taking those pieces from people, the positives, is really good. Trying to learn, be a student a lot. But I mean, Michael Blanco, the son of Griselda Blanco, he's probably done the most for my career.
Right.
And I only say that it's not about who's done the most, but he's done the most because I've been with him the most. We've traveled all across the United States for different things. He just came out with a book. It's unbelievable. It's about his life. It is absolutely unbelievable. But he's traveling right now and he's doing book signings. So I would have to say, Michael, I think he's probably been one of the most genuine people. Killer Mike was super cool to meet too, from Run the Jewels.
Right.
He has the swag shops in Atlanta. Juvenile was super cool too because he was like a childhood, like, oh my God, I'm meeting Juvenile. Like he was one of my first. Big Boy from Outkast. I don't know. I think it's probably because at the beginning of the night, Michael Blanco gave me his agent's number. And then at the end of the night, he's like, yeah, man, here's my personal cell. You actually stand up. And we became really he's like my brother. He's a really solid guy.
Right. Yeah, because he spoke very candidly about you, right? He says you are a very unique person, the way you humanize, right? And he said that you're a Renaissance man. right? So speak to people about, what's your thoughts on you, like being categorized as a Renaissance man?
I think that when you do the kind of art that I do, and you play on the debate, then I think you have to be you have to like your company enough to be alone a lot to be a Renaissance man, because people aren't going to understand you. That's the whole point. You're pioneering. You're doing something. It's kind of like when you blend two styles together. I don't care what they are.
Right.
You're going to be really, really good and be like at the top of your game. Because if you take people like Elvis, he blended two styles of music and he was at the top of his game. Michael Jackson, two styles of music, top of his game. You know what I mean? Anytime you do that. So I feel like I'm taking two styles and blending them together. Now, a purist might say, well, they might scoff. You know what I mean? But clearly people like Banksy, Obey, those guys have Shepard Fairey, those guys have made, Mr. Brainwash. They've made it clear that is art. That is a thing that could be considered art. I personally think art's anything that you can get away with.
Right. I get you. Now, Little Miss Monroe says, you're powerful, you're to the point with your art. So we're coming to the conclusion of this interview. I've kind of touched on every which way. Tell the people anything that, you want them to know. Anything, this is your floor. You talk about it. Go ahead and give it to them.
Boy, that's a wide spectrum. I could saddle that up and roll. I think that in the end, I think being vulnerable with whatever it is that you're going to do and being genuine is going to give you the strength to go everywhere that you need. Because in a world where there's not so much genuine behavior, I think it's super easy to see when it happens. And all the best business I've ever done and all the best gallery relationships, all that stuff, buyers, has been from being super transparent and super vulnerable. Like being an artist starving artist is a term for a reason. You have to be able to weather some serious storms. And one of the most important things, I had an art agent early on. He was a really solid guy. He had a thing for Brazilian women and beer, so he couldn't stay out of jail. But he was an extremely good art agent. And he said to me, you're going to get super discouraged because you're kind of ahead of where you should be. Like people haven't caught up to what your concept is yet. And you're going to get really discouraged and you're going to want to quit making art. But when people catch on, you're not going to have enough art. He said, so don't ever stop making art, no matter how discouraged you get. And that was one of the last conversations I ever had with the guy, but that was some significant advice. Any form of success, you're going to have to lose friends. You're going to have to be willing to do that. You're going to have to be willing to sort of be on the tabloid with your local inner circle, because ultimately we're all mirrors, right? You hang out with someone, you see your similarities, they reflect, and you see your indifferences. Absolutely. So when you're a mirror and you're climbing and you're trying to be successful and you're trying to better yourself, that's going to put you inherently in a position where people are going to see that in themselves or their lack of those decisions. And for the people that you love, you do try to bring them up with you. And that could also be perceived as you're trying to tell me what to do. You think you're better than me. And it's never like that. I would lay down my life for my circle. I really would.
Absolutely.
And if they were on the call, they would co-sign that for sure.
Right.
But I think those things, like, that's a weird combination of things. People said to me, man, you have an odd perspective. Well, yeah. If you take the time that you spend, if you're married, if you have children, if you went to college, if you have a career, all those things take your focus. I don't have children, I haven't been married like that, like, you know what I mean, long term or anything. I got married one time, quicker than Britney Spears, but true story. But I feel like if you have to be able to have all the things together to be able to sort of weather that storm. And whether I do it well or whether I don't do it well, I don't think is the argument for me. Because if someone said, "Oh, he's the best at this," that matters if you're negotiating a business contract or your money.
Sure. For sure.
But I don't want to be the best artist because I don't feel that that's how art is. I want to be a fellow artist.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. You want to make your impact, right?
Yeah, I want to let my art speak for itself, and the rest of it, I want to be friends with everyone.
Right.
But sometimes I feel like I'm on a little bit of an island with art because of how truthful some of the stuff is. You know.
Yeah. I mean, with your art, you give a take, you know, from a left field. That's what I say, from a left field perspective, right? You give a take that you take something that's simple and you make it, you make it powerful. You give it like you said, you give it a voice. You make it a statement, and it's just that's what I found in looking at your stuff. And for me, I appreciate that. Right.
Thank you.
For me, it's like, okay, you give me, like, you open up another thought process, because I feel like people are so accustomed to just seeing again what's in front of them, and then here you come and you're like, no, let me just tweak it a little bit, right? And your art, what you do, for me, very thought provoking. I appreciate you. Listen, as you know, we're on PartyMode Live, the party before the party. So introduce yourself to everybody, say your name, and give them the slogan, your name, PartyMode Live, the party before the party.
That's right. This is your boy, James Massacci, on PartyMode Live, the party before the party.
There we go. James, appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you so much for having me on. That's right, bro. Thank you so much, man.
Take it away.
Coming through the city, yo, take it big, what about Hey, every time I ride, we gonna hide. Wait a minute, get in the house, you like it. Hey, come on. Come on, Sam. Come on, Sam. Come on, East. Come on, Tom. Come on, Hap. Come on, Rudy. It's time to get down. Come on and get down. Hey, 220. Boy, you're yeah. Hey, 41. Boy, you're it's time to get down. You better get down.
Overtime we go. Here Carl, you gonna party this? Good to see you over there, Sheila. Party over there, goddamn. Overtime we go. That's up of relaxation for your dynamite. Good to see dynamite. All night long, the pump up the fight a little bit, goddamn. I'm talking about, hey. Wait a minute.
Welcome back. Welcome back. As you guys saw, amazing video with James Massacci. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Listen, I had so many questions I wanted to ask James. You know, I'm over here, all giddy because I know the history of what this man has done, the work he's put in. Amazing work this guy's done. But listen, I want to thank our sponsors, the Metropolitan Living Realty Group. They sponsor us every week. They've been sponsoring us, and we greatly appreciate them. And listen, to all the people that we played their videos tonight, the CCB featuring Danny J, Scars to You're Beautiful. We had who else? MLK on the rooftop in Washington, D.C., the Junkyard Band. Let That Crank Go. All of our artists and stuff, all of our people that we played the videos and stuff, we greatly appreciate y'all. Continue to watch every Wednesday, 8 to 9 p.m. I am your host, Rick Rhodes. Again, this is Party Mode Live, the party before the party. See you guys next week. Blessings.
Are you looking to find your ideal lifestyle? At Metropolitan Living Realty Group, we are the premier realty group who put you first. Our boutique real estate firm is comprised of an elite team of experienced, knowledgeable, and dedicated real estate professionals focused on your success. With our unique blend of cutting-edge thinking and highly personal real estate representation, we simply enjoy assisting our clients find their ideal lifestyle through home ownership. Contact us today.
See the flow, shawty, put your hands on it. Bounce, bounce up and down, make you point on it. See the flow, shawty, put your hands on it.
Where are we at with numbers now?
About 20K.
You have 20,000 people that show up. What's up, everybody? My name is Rick Rhodes. You are now tuned into Party Mode Live, the party before the party.
And I'm Big D of Session Band, Life of CEO. You are now tuned in to Party Mode Live.
This is Dr. Lavelle Long.
Party Mode. What's up, baby?
My name is Demetria Good. Hey, everybody, it's Tasha Page Lockhart, and you're tuned in to Party Mode Live, the party before the party.
My name is Kevin Quartermon, and I'm on PartyMode Live, the party before the party.
It's your girl, Keisha Trepanier.
I'm one of the PartyMode Live, the PartyMode Live, the party before the party.
I am Shanika Quarterbomb.
My name is Billie Jean.
Party Mode Live, the party before the party.
This is Mark Pendergrass. You are tuned into Party Mode Live, the party before the party.
This is Keisha Williams, Miss DMV Top Model 2022-2023.
Yep, Shorty Corleone, and you're tuned in to Party Mode Live, the party before the party.
Is it the party before the party or after the party? Wait, I got to start over.
See the flow, shawty, put your